as the playoffs loom on the horizon in the SFL, pictures become clearer as to teams' futures. For the Pittsburgh Riverhogs, winners of 6 straight games, their future is very clear. Win out, and they're North Division champs, but DC is pushing them all the way. They can't afford to slip up. For Albuquerque, the picture is less clear. They got to win and get some help around them, especially from Mexico City, who they're chasing in the South Division. A lot will be decided tonight here in the desert. Hello and a very warm welcome. My name is Michael Torello. Happy to have your company. Happy to have the company of Rochelle Colston alongside me. Rochelle, this is going to be a good one, and hopefully not at all like the first meeting between these two teams.
Yeah, the first meeting, these teams met in season 23, where Albuquerque won 63-17 at home. This will be a lot different game this season. I mean, Cyrus Jobs having a great season. Only has 3 interceptions and 15 touchdowns. And wide receiver K. Marion leads the league with 1,001 receiving yards. You can continue her.
Sorry, go ahead, Michelle.
I'm finished.
Oh, this is an Albuquerque Adams team that is tops in the SFL in turnover differential. Has only turned the ball over 6 times all season. But they sit only at 4-5 coming in. Looking up at Mexico City for second in the South Division and well behind Houston. Away we go. Albuquerque in the home green and black. Cyrus Jive going to pitch it over the middle. First completion to Jack Wall. Jive is the quarterback. Josh Schlapp and Jason Williams are your running backs. Justin Williams at fullback. Kyle Finnemore, Clarence Lee, and K. Marion, the wide receivers. Jack Wall just made that catch, is the tight end. Queen Porter, Jerrion James, and Leah Williams are on the offensive line. Handoff left-hand side is going to go for just about 2 yards to Jason Williams. Pittsburgh wearing throwback uniforms tonight as a tribute to when both of these teams resided in the SFLM. A 3rd down and 3 awaits the Adams here on their first series. It'll be Jive facing backside pressure, and Wall can't hang on to it. And the defense for Pittsburgh forces a 3 and out. This is a Pittsburgh defense that is ridiculously good, Rochelle. 14 points against per game, and on the road only giving up 19. Top 5 in the SFL.
They're doing great on the offensive categories also. They're also like in the top 5 in all of those also. So it's going to be a very good team to watch play tonight.
It was a slow start for Pittsburgh this season. Dropped their first 2 games to Lexington and Detroit, but then back-to-back beat Carolina, Charleston, Oklahoma City, Queen City, DC, and LA. Most of those by more than 1 score, most of them by more than 2 scores, to roar back and control their own destiny in the North Division. Have 3 games left after this evening. Ace Fennick is going to be under center for Pittsburgh. He'll send Doug Britton in motion. Fennick rolls, throwback screen, and he'll have Britton back shoulder for 7 yards on first down.
Britton is his favorite target, so look for him all night long.
Britton, 33 receptions on the year, 501 yards, averaging 15 yards per reception as they'll go I formation. Strong side pitch, fighting through contact. BB Blitz breaks his way for a first down. Here's the entire Riverhogs offense. Ace Fennick at quarterback, Blitz and Mike Churchill at running back, Keith Walker at fullback, Juice Fennick, Ziggy Ronick, and Doug Britton, the wide receivers. Ben Harrison, Levy Lease, the tight ends. Landon Stone, Taylor, and Rachel Menner, and Bruce White on the offensive line. Play action rollout, has to get rid of it quickly, complete, and breaking a tackle is Ben Harrison. That play almost went very pear-shaped, but Ace Fennick able to complete the pass.
Great pocket presence there. Knew the pressure was coming, found a receiver, got rid of the ball really quickly, and great catch there. Almost got the first, oh, they did get the first down.
They did get the first down. He almost got crushed by Chris Porter coming off the edge. Fennick, two-step drop strike over the middle. Doug Britton in a foot race at the 20, 10, 5, pushed out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. TJ Frosty saves a touchdown, but this Riverhogs offense is cooking on this opening drive.
And they're cooking quickly with a very, very hot grease, and Britton got behind the defense and just was off to the races after that.
Correction, that was Jack Napier and Amar Bryant Jr. combining on the stop. 1st and goal at the 5. You mentioned the offensive categories. Pittsburgh, 2nd in the league in scoring, 28 points per game. 2nd in the league in rushing, 143 yards per game. They will run it on 1st down and get nothing. Very nice tackle by Keenan Samuels for Albuquerque. The Albuquerque defense, not in the bottom 3rd of the SFL, but not spectacular. 20 points against per game. Giving up 368 yards. That is 20th in the league. Their passing defense is also 20th in the league. They're much better against the run. And they show it there by keeping Mike Churchill out of the end zone, 3rd and goal.
Churchill a little slow getting up there.
All Riverhogs early in this 1st quarter as the Adams went 3 and out on their opening drive. 3rd and goal, I formation. Who's going to win the battle of the trenches? Will it be green or will it be white? It doesn't matter, because backside BB Blitz dives in for the score, and Pittsburgh on the road starts with a touchdown.
And basically, I mean, there was a hole that nobody covered, and he just ran straight up the middle. He dove for the end just to show off, I guess, because there was nobody there.
No, and a great seal block by Bruce White as well to give the Riverhogs 6 points, 70 yards on that opening drive for Pittsburgh, and they did it with the big play.
Yeah, the 43-yard reception by Britton.
Extra point is good by Otis Boudreaux, and it's a 7-0 Pittsburgh Riverhogs lead.
Yeah, Albuquerque have to respond sooner. This game could get really out of hand fast.
I once again cast your mind back to the first game these two teams played back in season 23. Albuquerque was at home. They won 63-17. Of course, that was an Albuquerque team that is much different than the one we see here. They went 7-5 that year and made the playoffs. Albuquerque has never missed the playoffs in their 2 seasons as a major league team. Conversely, Pittsburgh has never made the playoffs. They have already secured their best record since jumping up from the minors, going 2-10 in their first season and 4-8 in the second, already 6-2 here in season 24. Election season 25. First and 10 from just outside the 20. Let's see what Albuquerque's got on offense to respond. Cyrus Jive throws, middle, caught. Right place, right time. Jack Wall, his second catch for a first down.
Yeah, great catch by Jack Wall, kind of falling to catch it, but catch was made.
Jack Wall has both receptions today for 20 yards so far for Albuquerque. Didn't get a first down on their first drive. Only a 3 down front, and it's Wall again. If they're not going to stop me, I'll just keep going route 1, says Cyrus Jive, as he finds 81 again for another first down.
That's having a big body in the middle of the field. He's hard to defend. Basically, gets wide open by himself, and you're playing his own defense, and he just gets in the middle of the zone.
Coming into the day, Jack Wall, 32 receptions, 403 yards, which is wild because they have Kay Marion, who leads the league in yards, the first receiver this season in the league to go over 1,000.
She's always a big threat to any defense.
Albuquerque so far content to nickel and dime here on their second possession. Ball right on the midfield stripe, 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz. And they'll run off the left side with Josh Schlapp. Here's the Pittsburgh Riverhogs defense. Defensive line, Butch Metter, Odette Boudreau, Bubba Bruiser, Tommy Welbach-Busey, Doug Day, Brian Craven, and Dimitri Montezuma, the linebackers. Nez Genkal, Jermaine Metafield, Tom Craig, the corners. Corey Menner, Amante Dubois-Smith, and Kane Vasquez, the safeties. There's Kay Marion. Her first catch of the game is a big one deep into Pittsburgh territory.
And Albuquerque has these huge receivers. Between Jack Wall and Kay Marion, they're just huge, 2 big bodies in the middle of the field. Once they catch them, they're hard to bring down.
Albuquerque looking to respond immediately. They've got the ball just outside the 25. Jive in the flat. Schlapp has the edge, got the first down into the red zone.
That's just taking what the defense gives you. They saw that, the cornerbacks were playing off the line. Did a quick little pass to that sideline, and it's off to the races there too.
Couple of milestones to watch on the defensive side for Pittsburgh for Doug Day. He has 21 tackles from 1,000 career tackles. He's also 4th all-time in defensive touchdowns. Jive, middle incomplete. Menafield got in the way of that one, 2nd and 10.
And Menafield just jumped that route and got in the way of it.
Doug Day, a very long-standing member of the SFL. 12 seasons in the league, just 1 here on Pittsburgh, but 2-time All-Star. Jive gonna roll out, has protection, back across his body, looking for Wall, threw it behind him, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, Corey Miller got his little mitts on that one, number 43, their free safety. Doug Day, it's hard to keep track of what team he's on every season because he changes very often.
He's been all over the place. Now it is 12th SFL season. Bunch formation to the right of Jive. Jive in his 7th SFL season, his 3rd at Albuquerque. He'll throw middle, looking for the back of the end zone and sail it over the head of Kyle Fittimore. And the Pittsburgh defense bends but doesn't break in the red zone, and Albuquerque will be held to a field goal.
Points are points. At this point, you have to, keep up with Pittsburgh's scoring so far.
Keeping the Day talk going. He's got 51 tackles on the season. That is 2nd on the team behind Amante Dubois-Smith. But Day has 2 interceptions this season. Both of them have gone back for touchdown. Here's the field goal. It is good. And Albuquerque is on the board. 3:43 to go in the first quarter, 7-3. The real question, Rochelle, is will Albuquerque's defense be able to hold for the big play offense of Pittsburgh?
That is the big question. I mean, they have a lot of veterans on their defense. Their secondary seems, they have Jack Napier, they have TJ Frosty, and Daniel Valentine back there. So the secondary is really, pretty well stacked. And Omar Bryant Jr. on top of that.
Nice drive by Albuquerque, 8 plays, 48 yards. And resulting in a field goal, taking 2 minutes and 31 seconds off the clock. Churchill returns it for Pittsburgh, and the Riverhogs go back to work. Their first scoring drive, 7 plays, 70 yards. 3 passes, 4 runs. And they did it with the big play off the arm of Ace Fennick, finding his favorite targets. Doug Britton. Let's see what they dial up on 1st and 10 from the 25. I formation with 2 receivers to the right. Everybody playing close to the box for Albuquerque. They're going to send the house. Great pickup by the O-line, but the pass is spiked in front of Britton, who can't come up with it.
And Doug Britton's were wide open in the middle of the field. He just a little bit of an errant throw, kind of low.
Albuquerque being very aggressive on defense. Brought the house that time. Now they'll drop back into normal coverage. Watch Ben Harrison on the right-hand side of that line, the tight end. They'll send Ronick in motion, make one-on-one coverage on the far side for Britton. They'll hand the ball off, though, up the middle to Churchill. And he'll get 2 yards and a 3rd and 8, and a chance for Albuquerque to get off the field. Let's meet that Albuquerque defense. On the D-line, it's Chris Porter, Leo Jefferson, Neil Rivers, Joshua Williams. Linebackers are Seth Berlin, Saeed Gore, Keenan Samuels, and William Patterson. Corners are Amar Bryant Jr. and Daniel Valentine. Safeties, TJ Frosty, Jack Napier, and Bryant James. Big rollout on 3rd down. Excellent protection. And the pass is complete to Deuce Fennick. It's the ace to Deuce connection for a 1st down, Pittsburgh.
I mean, Fennick was pretty well covered there. Just great throw by the quarterback. Right, only the receiver could catch it.
Mike Churchill, what a block. Saved his quarterback's bacon there as the rush was coming off the edge. So Pittsburgh stays alive in this drive. They don't go 3 and out. They got a 1st down up at the 39. Fennick again, the rollout, the throw back to Britton is there. And Amar Bryant Jr., the last man back, prevents a touchdown, but another big chunk of yardage for the Riverhogs.
Yeah, Amar Bryant Jr. was playing behind him. Bob was running right to the receiver in front. Last man standing there. He had to make the tackle, and he made a great open field tackle there.
We're seeing Pittsburgh roll Ace Fennick out of the pocket a lot as a primary motion rather than as a scramble. I wonder if they fear this interior rush for Albuquerque. They'll pitch it, and Belitz, who had a touchdown on his last carry, gets nothing on that one, the tackle by Samuels. And we've seen the rollout work well, especially throwing back to the middle of the field, Rochelle.
And usually that's a dangerous thing to do for a quarterback, but it works for this offense.
Because you can isolate your receivers coming back across on crossing patterns. Another great pickup by Churchill, the running back, across the field, complete, breaking a tackle is Ronick. He'll get close to a 1st down, set up a 3rd and manageable 1.
And to me, that was a dangerous pass. I mean, the defender was right there. It was playable by either the defender or the receiver. The receiver just came up with it.
Pittsburgh needs 1 yard to pick this one up and continue the drive at the plus 30-yard line. And they'll get it with a weak side handoff. Albuquerque defense misreading the direction that was going to go, and Churchill picks up the fresh set of downs.
Yeah, it was definitely misread by the defense. There was nobody there in front of him. That's the easiest 1st down they'll pick up all day, probably.
Pittsburgh 114 yards in this 1st quarter. The pitch to Belitz. He gets 5.
Yeah,
just 21 yards of those 123 now on the ground.
Now they have a big, two-sided monster in that backfield. They have Churchill and they have Belitz. They'll give the ball to them. Either one will work.
Look at this defensive formation. They're selling out to stop the run, and Churchill still gets 4 yards.
That was very weird looking to me too. Wow. I wonder what the
It'll
defense is even called.
Yeah. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Albuquerque trying to hold him to a field goal. They don't have to snap it before the end of the 1st quarter, Pittsburgh. They will, though. Everybody flows to the ball, and it didn't get there. Great tackle by TJ Frosty. That might have saved 4 points for the Adams. We'll go to the 2nd quarter before we find out. A great 1st quarter in the books. Pittsburgh on top and looking for more. This is the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. Back in the desert in Albuquerque, it's Michael Toretto, Rochelle Colston on the call. Ron Haynes, J.W. Hartshorn are on stats, and Cameron Irvine is in the production truck as always. So Albuquerque's defense gets off the field in the red zone, forces a field goal, and it's still a 1-score game. I mean, best case scenario there if you're Albuquerque.
Definitely a best case scenario. I mean, they rushed down that field quickly, and then the Albuquerque defense stepped up and bend don't break mindset there.
We could be in for an offensive game here, Michelle. I mean, if you look at purely the offensive statistics, which I love to do, I'm a statistics guy. Pittsburgh, 28 points per game. Albuquerque, 25 points per game. We should have a close one here. They hold true to form.
I think it should be close too. Not like the first game they played for sure.
Albuquerque's going to have to keep moving the ball against the stout Pittsburgh defense that only allows 85 rushing yards per game and under 200 passing yards. Just 276 total yards against per game against this Pittsburgh defense. That's second overall in the league. And on that play, Josh Schlapp found out how intense that Riverhogs defense is. He got nothing.
We're talking about two veteran, very good running backs from Albuquerque. I mean, Josh Schlapp and Jason Williams. Two of the best.
Both three-time All-Stars. Williams, 15 seasons in the league. Josh Schlapp, 5 seasons in the league. Here comes the blitz. Jive feels it and throws it incomplete. He was throwing off his back foot down the field.
With a lot of arm strength, apparently.
Now it's 3rd and 10 and a chance for the Riverhogs to really flip the field with some good field position here. Got 4 wideouts to aim at this Jive. He's going to roll away from the pressure to his right, throw to the corner, and it's caught for a first down by K. Marion.
Yeah, you need to like triple cover her, or she'll make some great plays throughout the night. One-on-one coverage is not going to cut it.
That's just a simple stick route. Marion gets to the sticks, turns her hips, presents to the ball, and makes the first down catch. Good pickup for the Adams. They'll keep the drive alive out past the 30. And a weak side handoff goes nowhere. Slap eaten up by Monzuma.
Yeah, I mean, do they have any rushing yards at all?
Albuquerque has 6 rushing yards.
Pittsburgh's holding. It's a tough run game for Albuquerque tonight.
Might have to rely on Jive's arm. Jive on the season has thrown the fewest interceptions of any quarterback in the league, just 3. Across the middle, there's Wall. He's been the main target, and he picks up 8 yards on first down after stiff-arming a defender into the shadow realm.
Yeah, Wall's a tough target. I mean, middle of the field, it's almost unfair to have to guard him in the middle of the field.
15 touchdowns for Jive as well to just 3 interceptions. Second in the league in touchdowns. Second in the league in quarterback rating, up at 92.7. He has taken 19 sacks, though, which is bottom 3rd of the league. They'll pitch it out to Slap, and that's 4th and 2. I don't like the call on 3rd down, especially considering how good this run defense is for Pittsburgh.
I mean, number 49 just pursued the ball, seeing Vasquez from his strong safety position make that tackle.
So Albuquerque does not stay with the Hogs, and they'll punt it away via Ken Miller. And the turn by Britton up to the 25. Like this video. I will say it again so you understand. Like the video. Please support our hard-working crew by smashing the like button, subscribing, commenting on the video. It really helps the channel out. Turn notifications on so you'll never miss a live stream, highlight, or podcast. Thank you for your support of the Virtual Football Network. First and 10 for Pittsburgh. A chance to get some separation early here. They've scored on their first 2 drives, a touchdown and a field goal. The rollout, the throw back is caught for 6.
Not a bad play on first down. They're going to like Albuquerque's game, just thinking, doink, get what the defense, take what the defense gives you.
Already over 100 yards for Fenech. He's 7 of 8 to start this ball game. Roenick, 2 catches, 15 yards. Run the ball. Whoa! Mike Churchill be introduced to the shoulder pad of TJ Frosty. That was a vicious hit in the A-gap.
A great job by their free safeties on run coverage there. Nice open field tackle.
Now 3rd and 4. The Adams looking to get off the field. Crowd getting loud behind their team. They'll bring the edge. Blitz! And down goes Fennec. 13th sack of the year given up by the Pittsburgh offensive line, and Albuquerque takes the ball right back as their defense forces a 3-and-out.
Great pressure by Albuquerque. Keenan Samuels came in. He was surrounded by green jerseys at that point.
Yeah. But earlier, when they've brought that edge blitz, we've seen Fennec be able to stay in the pocket and deliver a strike. That time, nobody came open, and he takes the sack. The Adams are going to get the ball back. Decent field position, too, at the 34-yard line. As the return by Kyle Finnemore gets up there.
I don't know, if I was a return person outside number 50 running at me like that, I think I just would have said fair catch.
Yep. Neither one of the quarterbacks in the game today are particularly notable when it comes to efficiency. Cyrus Jive down at 53% completion on the season. Ace Fennec at 58.7. But to me, it's pretty clear that Albuquerque's going to have to rely on the passing game because they're getting nothing out of the run against this defensive front for Albuquerque, even with just 4 down linemen. That time a better run, though. That 7-yard carry by Slap is the best of the game so far for Albuquerque.
And they're not used to that. I mean, with Jason Williams and Josh Slap, they're used to getting big yardage from the running backs. It's not happening here tonight.
Albuquerque combined on the season, averaging 123 rushing yards per game. That's 6th in the league. They'll run it again out of I. This time, Williams gets the edge and gets a 1st down.
And now the O-line's doing a better job of providing blocks and providing holes for these running backs.
And they've also done a better job of bouncing the runs to the outside. This time they go weak side, and breaking off a tackle is Josh Slap, and they continue to pound the ball for 7 more yards.
Hey, on this drive, if it keeps working, I keep doing it.
Nice runs, 7 yards, 6 yards, 7 yards. They're into Pittsburgh territory. Now the Hogs stack the box, trying to defend against the run. They got bodies back there, but it doesn't matter because Williams just keeps the legs churning and moves the chains.
That was all Josh Williams there. He just kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and then just rolled over the defender, pick up the 1st down.
Still no pass attempts on this drive. They haven't needed them. 20 yards all on the ground. And they'll go to the ground again. And space for Slap again to get 4 more.
I mean, you can pick up 4 yards on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. That's a 1st down every time. Until they can show me they can stop it, I keep running it up the middle.
Jive going to throw for the first time on this drive. Sizes up the defense and has the ball batted away at the 10-yard line. 3rd down and 6. And now you're in another passing down here, Albuquerque. I'm not sure I like the decision to take a shot on 3rd and 6. If it was 3rd and 2, maybe.
Yeah, now you have to. They ain't pretty much forced to throw the ball. And
Pittsburgh plays accordingly. Only 4 down lineman. Max protects. Finnemore stretches up for the grab. That wasn't the best thrown ball by Jive. It was a bullet up above the face mask of Finnemore, but he comes down with it. And the drive continues for the home team.
Good job by Finnemore going up in the air, knowing he's going to be hit. Good job of hanging on to the ball. I was like a defenseless receiver there.
Jive going to throw again. This time he goes underneath with it to Wall, and he's rewarded with a 1st and goal.
Now, decision time. Do you go to the air or you put the ball back on the ground here? Nice grab by Wall.
I mean, it's not like they have any time constraints. I'd try to run the ball again.
Definitely. The end zone, it gets kind of, the end zone gets really crowded with all the defenders in the secondary, and lots of times it causes an interception in the end zone.
They will run the ball, but this time Pittsburgh's defense gets there. And we're going to have an injury on the play. Somebody's down.
Oh.
It is Queen Porter, offensive tackle. And that may hinder the Adams' ability to run the ball.
You never want to lose one of your trench guys.
It's not a great day for injuries in the SFL.
No.
How many did we see go down in that Charleston, Carolina game earlier? 6 combined injuries, something like that?
There's a bunch.
Jive going to throw for it. To the end zone. Intercepted! Yep. Rochelle Stradamus strikes again as Pittsburgh holds and maintains their 7-point lead.
Like I said, once you get to within the 10-yard line, the defense can just plug that end zone, and that's exactly what happened there.
Amonte Dubois-Smith, 4th interception of the season. He takes the team lead over Wellbrock. Here we go again. Deepest field position of the game for Pittsburgh, but they maintain the lead on a drive that looked almost for certain that Albuquerque was going to punch it in. And you're right, Rochelle, I don't like throwing in that situation, especially throwing middle. Throw a screen, throw a fade. Don't test the defense in multiple coverage at the goal line.
Not in the middle of the field, definitely not.
That was 7 yards on first down for Pittsburgh. They move Keith Wheeler, the fullback, offset. They'll run it behind him. Wheeler misses a block, though. And only a 1-yard gain. The tackle made by T.J. Frosty. He has been everywhere today so far. Standout player on Albuquerque's defense. He's up to 5 tackles.
Yep, playing free safety and showing he can do run coverage also.
Already at the 2-minute warning here of the first half. A low-scoring game between two of the best offenses in the league. Pittsburgh 10, Albuquerque 3. This is the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Football Network. 3rd and 1. Can the Adams defense hold? It's going to be close, and a first down gained by Churchill barely.
He got that one by the inch of a credit card. I mean, that was so close.
Albuquerque outgaining Pittsburgh at the moment, 147 to 138. But 2 red zone trips resulting in a field goal and an interception means that Pittsburgh has the 7-point lead. And if I'm Pittsburgh here, with 1:31 left, I'm content to maybe take this down the field, kick a field goal to make it a 2-score game, and head to the half.
Definitely. You don't want to make any crazy throws down the field. You don't want an interception on your part. You don't want to get the ball back to Albuquerque at all.
Clock rolling, 1:10 in this first half. 2nd and 6, the handoff to Churchill. He spins out of a tackle but can't get away from the second defender. Saeed Gore picks up his first tackle of the season. Gore, in his first season here with Albuquerque, came over from D.C. after spending 7 seasons over there. Splitbacks on 3rd and 5. Here comes the blitz, and in one-on-one coverage, it's knocked away. Amar Bryant Jr. had his hands on it, almost picked it off, denied Britton another nice catch, and with 44 seconds left, that also stops the clock, so Albuquerque's going to get a chance with about 30 seconds and 3 timeouts.
You get pretty decent field position out of this, too, and they have all 3 timeouts left. They have plenty of time.
Pittsburgh punting from their own 15. That is a good punt, though, to the opposing 30. And to the 37 goes the return for Albuquerque. So let's see if Jive and company can put something together here. Getting to field goal range. They got 3 timeouts. They got about 40 seconds.
3 quick passes get you in field goal range.
Sammy Steele is really good on the sidelines at kicker. Two-time special teams player of the year. A long-time Atlanta Swarm player chose to stay in the league after the Swarm folded. And now at Albuquerque. Pitch and catch over the middle of the wall, right at the 50 timeout, Adams.
Two more passes like that, you'll be in field goal range and cut this lead.
Good situational awareness by Jive, knowing he doesn't have to go to the sidelines, can use the middle of the field with timeouts remaining. Jive, 10 of 17, 126 yards. Pretty good first half for Jive, but just no end product yet. Double tight end to the far side. Can't get it to Finnemore.
Nice play by Vane. That's with a strong safety making a great hit at the perfect time, knock the ball loose.
Second and 10, 28 seconds. Still plenty of time, but you got to go downfield with these here. Jive, plenty of time. Now he's running out of it. He gets away, gets the pass away. Timeout called, only a 5 or 6 yard gain. Cyrus Jive doing a little Houdini hack to the backfield to avoid what would have 100% been a half-ending sack. Now you got one timeout left. Not quite in field goal range here. Maybe need 15 more yards. Pittsburgh shows middle blitz with Wellbrock Busey. Jive gonna go middle. Incomplete, flag out. And it is gonna be pass interference on Pittsburgh. And that'll move the ball all the way to the 30, and it saves that last timeout for Albuquerque.
That's a gift. You just put Albuquerque in field goal range.
It's 16 seconds at a timeout. Do you try and get closer, or do you take a shot at the end zone potentially here?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't throw for the end zone here. You're chasing the interception again.
They will go short middle. Caught by Marion down to the 20. There's the final timeout for Albuquerque. You're right, Rochelle. Safe play underneath. And here comes Sammy the Real Deal Steele.
Oh, I like that name.
11 seasons with the Atlanta Swarm. It is up. It is good. And Albuquerque makes it a 10-6 ball game with just a few seconds left to go in that first half. That is field goal number 245 in the career of Sammy Steele. He is 6th all time in field goals made in the SFL. And he is now 3 behind Otis Boudreaux for 5th, but Boudreaux, of course, still active in the league. Four seconds left. Pittsburgh probably just going to run this one out and go to the break.
I would think so. I mean, you have a 4-point lead. Don't do anything crazy. You don't want to turn the ball over, pick six or anything.
Crazy first half, Rochelle. We expected offensive fireworks. We didn't really get it. We've had a lot of long drives and then defenses holding in the red zone with either full stops or half stops. Pittsburgh is going to throw, and it's incomplete. That'll be the end of the first half. I hear the deep sigh from the coach on the other end of the line here.
Like, what are you doing?
That'll do it for the first half. Still in the balance, a 4-point game, 10-6. Michelle, your thoughts on kind of a sleepy at times first half?
I was expecting to come in here having those high-scoring offensive game. Instead, we get a close game, but a high-scoring game. Instead, we get this, low score, close game. Defense is stepping up. The run game's not working for Albuquerque. They have to do something to fix that at halftime. Yeah, like I said, it's a pretty good game so far.
You say the run game isn't working for Albuquerque. They are outrushing Pittsburgh 51-32. Pittsburgh only had 8 rushing yards in the second quarter. Albuquerque had 45, most of it on that long drive that ended up in an interception when they went away from what was working, the run game, in the red zone. And Cyrus Jive threw an interception as we are back for the start of the second half here in Albuquerque. Remember what's on the line here today. Pittsburgh needing a win. They need a win out to guarantee a division win, or else DC could still pip them. DC got their 8th win earlier this weekend. Pittsburgh sitting at 6-2. But of course, DC rather still has a bye, whereas the Riverhogs play right down to through the end of the season.
And that West Division, the South Division, it's always crazy. You never know what's going to happen. Houston has a pretty good 8-1 lock on that, though.
I would not expect Houston to fold the division in the last 3 weeks, but you never know. Mexico City sitting there with a 2-0 division record, sitting there 2 games back. And Albuquerque still in with a mathematical shot. They'd have to win out and get very lucky. They do play Mexico City final week of the season. If both teams win out, that could be a straight-up playoff for a wild card spot. Who knows? Here we go. Pittsburgh on the ball first in the second half. A deep strike is good to Roenick. He's in a foot race down the near sideline with Valentine, and Daniel Valentine saves a score.
I'm not sure what happened there, how Roenick got that open.
He didn't really get that far open. Valentine
made a play,
went for the interception and missed the ball, and then had to recover.
And there was nobody behind him.
Massive play for Pittsburgh. Inside the 20 already. Looking to extend this 10-6 lead. They've held Albuquerque to just 2 field goals so far. 2-step drop. One-handed catch over the middle. That's the second catch of the game, for Deuce Fennick.
And that last reception was 61 yards.
And put Pittsburgh down inside the 10 again. Last time they got down inside the 10, they punched it in. Churchill trying to do the same again, gets to the 5.
Hopefully Pittsburgh takes my advice and keeps the ball on the ground that's close to the goal, to the end zone.
Mike Churchill, second in the SFL in rushing yards coming into the game, 710. Second in the league in rushing touchdowns with 9. Blitz had the first touchdown for Pittsburgh. Watch the one-on-one matchup to the top of the screen with Britton against Valentine. They'll go middle, touchdown. You just got mossed, good sir. Ben Harrison. Wow.
As much as I don't like that play, it worked this time. There was plenty of defenders there. He just went up in the air and got it.
Over the top of Jack the Joker Napier. His thighs were at Napier's head. And Napier's not a small guy, 6'3", 195.
What a vertical
jump.
He had.
Extra point good, 17-6. So for the first time in the ball game, there's some separation between Albuquerque and the Riverhogs. A loss today for Albuquerque, they'd move to 4-6 and be probably well and truly out of the playoff hunt.
Yeah, a win here is very important for both teams.
Albuquerque needs to respond on offense, and they got to do it quickly. 2 trips to the red zone, a field goal, and an interception so far today.
We have plenty of time in this game left. There's a whole half to play. But yeah, they have to respond. They have to keep up with Pittsburgh.
Let's see what Cyrus Jive and company have for us in their first possession of the second half. Jive's going to roll out. He's going to throw middle. That pass is caught inside position for Fenimore. 13 yards and a first down.
Both of these quarterbacks like the middle of the field. I mean, they just love it.
And it's that same play, right? Roll out and then throw back across to the cutting defender from the weak, cutting receiver, excuse me, from the weak side.
Yep, and the defender's always behind him, and he either throw the ball in front of your receiver, or only he can catch it. He or she, sorry.
Look at the double tight end stacked to the right-hand side of that line. They'll throw the other way, one-on-one coverage, and that's just dropped. You don't often see K. Marion drop those.
No, you do not. That would have been 6 points on the board if she would have caught it.
K. Marion over 1,000 yards receiving on the season. Number 1 in the league, the first receiver to hit that mark in season 25. Again, they go with the double stack on the right-hand side of the offensive line. One-on-one coverage for Marion on the far side. Pump fake sack. Nothing open down the field, and Cyrus Jive goes down. That'll bring up 3rd and 11.
And got taken down by number 96 at DT, Big Bubba Bruiser. I'm sure he'll feel that bruise tomorrow.
Bruiser's first sack of the season. Had 4 tackles for loss previously, but not a sack. 3rd and 11. Real crucial play here for Albuquerque. Jive throws, tipped and incomplete. Was looking for the deep cross to Fenimore, and it was tipped away and incomplete. Tommy Wellbrock Busey.
Great play by the defense. Forcing a punt on 4th and 11. That's what kind of punt we get out of the punter.
And this just puts more pressure on the Albuquerque defense. No low snap.
Nice
It is a
punt.
great punt, though, to the 15 and up to the 16-yard line.
And that's why you
Albuquerque's
have a
defense,
contract punter.
yeah, Albuquerque's defense pretty much needs to force a turnover here.
As Pittsburgh, I start running the ball. Start killing that clock. Keep Albuquerque's offense off the field.
Everybody packed inside of 15 yards on that Albuquerque defense. Britton goes near side, covered by Bryant. They'll run the ball. Churchill, nothing. Albuquerque's run defense has done very well today. Churchill, 19 yards, Blitz, 17 yards, averaging under 3 yards per carry.
That box could have been any more stacked that time. If it came pass here.
No, they'll run it to Churchill. He got caught behind his own offensive lineman and got 2 more, 3rd down and 6.
Credit the D-line there getting the push from the offensive line, giving the runner no place to go.
Big 3rd down potentially for Albuquerque's defense coming up. Everybody playing well off the line. Fennick throwing, got Britton.
And clutch
That's a
time.
body
Need a
blow.
Big play. Need a big
That
play
is-
to get your clutch receiver.
Yeah, that is a body blow. The secondary mostly did a good job, but the front 7 couldn't get back there and get pressure on Fennick. And eventually Britton's gonna get open late in the play. Now approaching midfield, Fennick. Quick slant blown up by Patterson. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a little dangerous. That could have gone, that could have deflected in the air, and there's like millions of defenders there to catch it. But it's harmlessly fell to the ground that time. They're lucky.
2nd and 10. They'll run the ball. Churchill, through a crowd of bodies, gets 2, sets up 3rd and 8. I see a new face in the chat, unknown. Welcome if you're new to the Stipulation Football League. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Big 3rd down again. Fennick with the rollout to his right. He'll pitch it to Britton. That's the exact same play that got them the 3rd down conversion last time, just a little bit better executed.
Yeah, definitely a little bit better executed. I mean, Britton was pretty much open. That separation between him and the defender.
It's just about that 10-yard curl. Britton curls back to his quarterback, who's also rolling out to the same side, so there's no back across the middle nonsense. And now the run game's starting to wear down on the defense. Nice tackle by Samuels, but still a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
I mean, you have to keep running the ball to keep the defense honest, so they're doing a good job mixing up the plays here. It's run, and then pass, and that 3rd down pass is killing them.
2nd and 6, offset eye again. Watch for the strong side run here, but Albuquerque looks to have a good run defense called. They will blitz middle. The pitch goes outside. Great blow up by Blitz to run over a defender and set up 3rd and 1.
That's getting something out of nothing. That was all Blitz.
Albuquerque expected the run up the middle, sent the double-A gap blitz. It was a good call to pitch that to the outside. Now 3rd and 1, I formation, nobody out wide. They're just going to line them up and smash mouth it for the 1st down, and Churchill goes around the outside and picks it up.
Great play call. You know, more than he actually needed. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh methodically moving the ball down the field right now. And killing this clock.
They are indeed. Under 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Fennick on the rollout again. Again, Britton! They have pounded this play into the dirt, but Albuquerque still cannot find a way to stop it, and it's 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
That play is like money right now, and until they can stop it, I just keep throwing it towards Britton on the sideline.
Doug Britton, 6 for 127, averaging 21 yards a catch. Now in the red zone, Fennick, short, middle, incomplete, threw it behind Ben Harrison, who had the touchdown on Pittsburgh's last possession.
It's a great play call, just not executed very well by the receiver.
Second and goal for the Hogs. They're at the 7-yard line. I-form single receiver. That's Britton. Will we see another rollout? No. Strong side run. The blocking is perfect. And Mike Churchill goes untouched into the end zone. Pittsburgh has exploded out of the blocks in this 3rd quarter. 14-0 in the quarter. Now 23 pending 24-6. And the Hogs are almost out of sight.
You cannot execute blocking any better than that. What happened on that play there? I mean, to go into the end zone untouched, even doing a little spin to show off, that wasn't even necessary.
Snap, hold, kick, extra point, good. And the yardage in the 1st half was 175 to 143 in favor of Albuquerque. Now it is 307 to 188. Total yards in this 3rd quarter, 164 to 13 in favor of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, their offense has exploded. I mean, this last drive was crazy.
The 2 touchdown drives for Pittsburgh in this half. 5 plays, 80 yards, and 12 plays, 84 yards. Time of possession, over 6 minutes for Pittsburgh, just 1 minute and 6 seconds for Albuquerque. That is 3rd quarter domination.
Now, Albuquerque's got to come out with their offense and keep their offense on the field. Their defense is tired.
Third down efficiency, Pittsburgh 7 of 10. Albuquerque 3 of 7. They were 3 of 4 in the second quarter, Albuquerque, but did not get a third down conversion at any other point in the game. Handoff, nothing. The big uglies up front, push them back. 1 yard on the rush.
Now, at what point do you go to the air in this game? I mean,
You got to do it now.
I know. I'm surprised to see that run.
If I'm an OC right now for Albuquerque, we are throwing the ball. We got to get back in this game. We got to do it fast. Try and find Marion down the field. Jive, looking, incomplete. What a hit. Wall almost had it. Doug Day with the perfectly timed hit.
Yeah, he's great coverage by the outside linebacker on the open field against a big tight end.
Immediate issues for Albuquerque. 3rd down and 9. Watch Marion in the slot on the far side. Looks like they have an overload over there. Jive looking, under pressure, throwing deep, knocked away and almost intercepted on the rebound. That one was destined for the hands of K. Marion. But Pittsburgh, the defense has come to play today.
Kane Vasquez should have came down with that one. It was in both of his hands.
Pittsburgh, who holds teams to just 14 points a game, might be seeing that average go down after this one, as they are all over Albuquerque on the road and have taken this crowd completely out of the ball game. Radiation Nation is quiet.
It's never a good sign in a stadium. You lose all your energy from the stadium.
Let's see if even now, late in the third quarter, we see Pittsburgh try to chew some clock. Fennick has to escape, and he gets 9 yards on a scramble up the middle. When it rains, it pours, and everything's working right now for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so not only are the running backs a threat, now your quarterback is too.
Sets up a 2nd and 1. The pitch, Churchill gets the edge, breaks the tackle, 1st down. Pittsburgh, 6.4 yards per play today. Albuquerque just 4.2.
Yeah, you do this ground and pound game against a very, very tired defense who's been on the field almost the whole entire third quarter.
Flag flies. Looks like we're going to get a face mask here on the carry by Blitz.
Ooh, when it rains, it pours.
Yeah. It's only incidental. So 1st and 4. How often do you see 1st and 4? That might be a first for me.
Really? Usually like 1st and 5.
Yeah. They'll keep it on the ground. Churchill gets upended by Frosty. He's been maybe the one bright spot on this Albuquerque defense today. I think that's his eighth tackle.
Machine.
His 9th tackle, TJ Frosty.
Dang. From his free safety spot. Usually that's a bad sign. Oh.
Pitch, left, nothing. Albuquerque's now selling out to stop the run, but that'll be the end of the third quarter. Pittsburgh just turned on the Jets out of the half, both sides of the ball. Albuquerque does not pick up a 1st down in the third. Pittsburgh scores 14 points, and just like that, it's 24-6. You're watching the Simulation Football League on the Virtual Foot Football Network. Welcome back. It's time for the final frame here from Albuquerque. Michael Trillo and Rochelle Colston on the broadcast with you today. J.W. Hartshorn and Ron Haynes on stats. Cameron Irvine is always our producer extraordinaire. Albuquerque a chance to get off the field here as we start the fourth. Churchill was almost hit before he picked up the ball. The offensive line went out to dinner early, and it is a turnover forced by the defense.
Albuquerque's defense has not given up.
Yeah, but you can't get 13 yards in a quarter and expect to be competitive in a game, even against this Pittsburgh defense, which has been outstanding, especially against the run.
So I think Albuquerque's have to go to the air here. Depending on Jive, he's only thrown 4 interceptions all season. He's capable of, throwing the ball.
And you've got the top receiver in the league in K. Marion and one of the best tight ends in Jack Wall.
Definitely. Get your 4s up, everybody.
80 yards to go. And 9 minutes and 28 seconds to go. It's a deep hole for Albuquerque to climb out of. Let's see if they can start here. They will run the ball. Lots of blockers out there, but it does not matter. It just doesn't matter. Doug Day with the tackle.
Yep, you have to go to the air.
Doug Day's third of the night. Remember, he comes in chasing 1,000 career tackles, just 21 shy at the start of play this evening. That's a better run off tackle for Williams, sets up 3rd and 4. But even now, with under 9 minutes to go, the clock is not in your favor.
Definitely not. I mean, you have to go to the air, do an air raid sooner or later.
3rd and 4. Defense expecting an air raid here. They only rush 4. Oh! Wall had the ball, then left it behind him as he turned upfield. Mental mistake for Jack Wall. And another 3 and out for the Adams. Their 3rd straight in this second half. Punt by Miller. And it's going to be good field position for Pittsburgh. Very good field position as into plus territory goes Doug Britton at the Albuquerque 46.
Right now, everything is going Pittsburgh's way. Nice run back by Britton. Ooh, he's hard to bring down too. Like a running back.
Monday, Cameron Irvine and Charles Doherty are back for the Monday Night Spectacular. This week we head to the top of the Central Division where the Denver Nightwings and Minnesota Legend fight for an automatic playoff bid and a division title. Kickoff is 8:15 p.m. Eastern. The SFL lives on the virtual Football Network. Churchill, big tackle for loss there by Albuquerque. Saeed Gore gets back there for the stop. It's going to be a really important game tomorrow night. And Rochelle, maybe you can tell me, because I don't know the answer. Where did Denver come from this year?
I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, this season, anybody is beatable on any given day. It's been an insane season so far.
On the rollout, flag flies. Not Britton that time on the deep cross. It was Ziggy Ronick, and they're going to get pass interference called.
Ugh.
It's against Jack Napier, who's had an evening to forget. Got beat for that touchdown by Ronick.
I don't know about that.
Or, by Ben Harrison. In real time, it didn't look like it was early. I'm with you. I don't really agree with that call.
Let him play, ref. Let him play.
Two-step drop, throw middle, into the breadbasket of Ronick. And Pittsburgh goes to the red zone once again.
Ronick On a little clinic out here now in the middle of the field, wide open.
It's been a fantastic week of SFL football. Outside the Carolina win, of course, we are both very biased for in that game. What was your favorite moment of the weekend so far?
All of their interceptions in the Carolina game were amazing.
I said you couldn't talk about the Carolina game.
Sorry.
I think DC upsetting Vancouver. That was the biggest shock to me this weekend.
Those two teams have been excellent all season.
Second down and 8 ball on the 15. Albuquerque has stood up against the run better at the start of this fourth quarter.
No, they really have. I mean, they're containing Mike Churchill really well this drive especially.
Churchill on the night, 43 yards on 21 attempts, just 2 yards per carry with a touchdown and a long of 7. The rushing offense for Pittsburgh hasn't inspired, but it's done what it's needed to do and has allowed Fennec to roll out and try and put on a fireworks display. Can't do it that time as Albuquerque's going to hold Pittsburgh to a field goal. And the Riverhogs now 1 point shy of their season average if this goes through.
Pittsburgh's doing what they want to do. They just want to kill this clock. They've done a great job on this drive.
Look at the top left corner of your screen. That's the story right there. 215 yards to 20 in the second half. This was a 4-point game at halftime.
I know. And everything went Pittsburgh's way the second half. I mean, everything went their way.
17 straight points for Pittsburgh out of the locker room. Coming up next for Pittsburgh, they got 3 games left and 3 not easy games. Arizona 6-3, still in the hunt out in the West. Minnesota 4-4, still in the hunt in a very topsy-turvy Central Division. We'll see them tomorrow against Denver. And then they'll finish off against Baltimore, who on their way out of the league announced they're folding after this season and have not had the best farewell send-off tour. Baltimore currently 2-6.
That's really unexpected for me. Baltimore is usually always a contender.
Albuquerque has a week to lick their wounds. They're off in week 14. And then they'll close with 2 divisional games against Bossier City, who's struggling this year at 2-7. And Mexico City, who is still mathematically in with a shot to win the division at 6-2.
Right now we have 2 divisions that could be anybody's. The East and the Central are always kind of mixed up right now, but anybody can win them.
The West is still there to be 1-2, with Vancouver dropping to 7-2. Arizona now just a game behind. And of course, Vancouver does have the win in hand over Arizona. Jive, plenty of protection. Goes on the comeback. Oh, no. Jack Wall. Jack Wall is 100% in his own head. He's dropped his last 3 passes that have been thrown his way, and it's another 3 and out for Albuquerque.
Yeah, these receivers are not helping the quarterback at all in Albuquerque right now. Wall's dropped 2. McMarion dropped 1.
They're going to go for this on 4th down from their own 30-yard line.
Oof.
Albuquerque still does not have a first down in the second half. Jive, intercepted. Oh, that may be the prettiest interception of the season. Wow.
Oh no, and a face mask to boot. Who's it on? Ooh.
It's on Albuquerque, but Ness.
Where?
Genkal climbs the absolute tallest ladder and brings down that interception.
We've had 2 vertical catches tonight in this game that were unbelievable.
Both by Pittsburgh and both on opposite sides of the ball.
Yes.
That's the first interception on the season for Nes Genkal. How about that?
And a beautiful interception at that. We should highlight that one. Ron Haynes needs to highlight that somewhere.
Second of her career. Had one in her rookie season last year. And now Pittsburgh is in the red zone without even having to try. And a chance to tack on more points. Or just run out the last 4 minutes of this clock.
I think they're more interested in running the clock at this point. They're just taking their sweet time, and I don't blame them.
Continuing our trip around the SFL. It's getting wacky in the East Division. As Carolina beat Charleston today. Carolina moves to 3-6. Charleston drops to 4-6. Florida's still 4-5, but Carolina's got to play Florida twice in the last 3 weeks. So it is still anybody's division out there.
He said twice in 3 weeks. That's interesting.
Yep. Carolina closes with Florida, Sin City, Florida.
Oh boy, not gonna be easy.
Riverhogs will burn some clock and kick a field goal. Otis Boudreaux is up and good. I spotlighted Steele earlier. I got to spotlight Boudreaux because they are neck and neck in terms of career field goals made. Coming into today, Boudreaux, 249 made. That's 5th all time, chasing Cole Varner's 270 for number 4. And I already mentioned Sammy Steele is right behind with 244 field goals made in 6th position. The 2 of the best to ever do it, kicking the ball in the game tonight.
They've also been in the league forever.
Sammy Steele, 11 seasons. Otis Boudreaux, also 11 seasons. Steele, 2-time Special Teams Player of the Year in season 23 and 24. So the reigning back-to-back Special Teams Player of the Year. Finally, a first down in the second half for Albuquerque with 2:38 and counting left. Otis Boudreaux, Special Teams Player of the Year all the way back in season 17, as that's going to be pass interference against Pittsburgh. It's been a sloppy game.
Yes. Now they're almost at midfield. Oof. That was a hit.
A lot of penalties on both sides here. But highlighting some of the great kickers in league history. Of course, I mentioned Cole Varner, who's sitting at number 4 all time. Great kicker from Mexico City for many, many years. A laser beam down the middle for Jive, and he overcooks it looking for Finnemore.
Finnemore paid for that one.
Counting down the last 2:28 of this one that was close at the half, but all Pittsburgh in the second. And if you're not watching the other game going on right now, it's Houston 21, Lexington 9, as Lexington falls further behind in the East Division. And Houston potentially locking up the South. They'll move to 9-1 if they hold on.
Houston's had a great season.
Play action jive throws to no one on third down.
That wasn't even near a receiver. Guess that's better than an interception. I'm sure they're going to go for it here on 4th and 10.
They will indeed, from just inside the 50 at the 49-yard line. They've already completed one 4th down conversion on this drive. They will not get a second one, and in fact, it's intercepted by Tom Creed. And that will just about be that.
Now, I was
Creed
saying, Cyrus Jive came into the game with 3 interceptions. He has 3 interceptions in this game.
He has doubled his interception tally for the season. And on a night of first interceptions of the season, we've already seen Genko get one. Now Krieg's got one.
Nice. Congratulations on your first interceptions.
Unlike Genko, Krieg's got plenty in his back pocket. 36 in his 10-year career here in the SFL. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
And on the right side, I mean, Albuquerque's done a great job against these 2 running backs on Pittsburgh. So, I mean, their defense, running defense has looked really good tonight.
But Ace Fennick has burned him as we hit the 2-minute warning.
Yes.
Fennick, 16 of 22, 265 yards with a touchdown and no interceptions. A QBR of 128, 72% completion. As that's a great run for Churchill. That's his best of the night. His previous long was 7. And he gets 11 or 12 right there. Coming into the game, Ace Fennick was only completing under 60% of his passes, 58.7. 72% tonight. I don't think he's going to throw the football again now under 2 minutes.
I would hope not. But you never know.
A night to forget for Cyrus Jive, who came into today leading the league in fewest interceptions thrown with 3. He's doubled that to 6. Hasn't thrown a touchdown. Is 14 of 33 for 172 yards, 3 interceptions, 42% completion percentage. That's not all on him. It's been a tough night for the receivers. Kyle Fenimore, 3 of 8. K. Marion, 3 of 10. Jack Wall, 6 of 13 with a couple of really massive drops.
That is definitely a lot on the receivers tonight. They just couldn't catch the ball. It was like everybody had like butter on their hands.
Oh no. TJ Frosty, who's been probably the best player on the field tonight for Albuquerque. 11 tackles. He's going to have to sit out the last minute of the game. The Pittsburgh wide receivers got it done. I mean, Ziggy Roenick, 5 of 6 for 99 yards. Couldn't get him one more receiving yard to get him over a buck.
Yeah, no incident there. But then you have, Doug Britton with 128 yards on 6 receptions. That's not, that's a 21.3 yards per reception for him.
Ben Harrison had the lone receiving touchdown on 3 catches, 17 yards. Rushing the ball, Churchill, 64 carries, 27 yards as of right now. We'll get a couple more right there. 1 touchdown, averaging 2.4 yards per carry. Blitz, 10 carries, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Albuquerque rushing the ball tonight. Josh Lapp, 12 carries, 31 yards, 2.6 yards a carry. And Jason Williams, 4 carries, 18 yards, 4.5 yards a carry. Didn't see enough of Jason Williams tonight, in my opinion.
Nope. As
the kneel downs come, and Pittsburgh's going to win this football game 30-6.
We didn't see Justin Williams at all, and that's unusual too.
Defensively, Keenan Samuels led the way for Albuquerque with 12 tackles. TJ Frosty had 11 before he went out. Saeed Gore, 7 solo tackles. On the Pittsburgh defensive side, Kane Vasquez had 9 tackles to lead the way. 6 for Amante Dubois-Smith. The interceptions came from Nez Genkel, Tom Krieg, and Dubois-Smith. Albuquerque will drop to 1-3 in their last 4 home games and drop their 3rd straight overall loss to Detroit, Vancouver, and now Pittsburgh. To be fair, that's not an easy schedule.
Now,
Pittsburgh,
Albuquerque, until this season, had never lost a home game.
Pittsburgh, after starting 0-2 and losing to Lexington and Detroit, has now reeled off 7 consecutive wins. They still control their own destiny in the North Division because they have a win over DC back in Week 10. And if they can win out the Pittsburgh Riverhogs, who have never been to the postseason in the SFL, 2-10 and 4-8 in their 2 regular season campaigns, already have smashed that, are going to be on for a division title and a playoff appearance. It was close until halftime, but after half, it was all Pittsburgh. And I want to read you the second half team stats because they paint a ridiculous picture. In the second half, 244 yards of total offense to 57. Yards per play in the second half, 5.7 for Pittsburgh, 2.5 yards per play in the second half for Albuquerque. That's down from 5 in the first half. 12 minutes and 51 seconds of second half possession for Pittsburgh, 4 minutes and 54 seconds for the Adams. And that tells you pretty much all you need to know, Rochelle.
And your player of the game?
That's a tough one. That's actually a really tough one. Because nobody really stood out on the Pittsburgh side. Everybody just kind of did their job.
Ace Finnick or Doug Britton are my votes, but I mean, it can be either one of them.
I'm giving it to TJ Frosty. 11 tackles, was really good against the run.
Okay.
I mean, if you gotta get me to pick someone on Pittsburgh, Doug Britton had a really good game, but Frosty showed out for Albuquerque. Those are my 2 players of the game. Thank you so much for joining us on Sunday Night SFL action. For J.W. Hartshorn and Ron Haynes in the booth, Michelle Colston alongside me in commentary. My name is Michael Turillo. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow night for the Monday Night Spectacular.